Guys, today we're in a very familiar location for DRN, but today is going to be my first ever tier list video. We're going to be ranking the cereals from worst to best, and yeah, as you can see, there's a thunderstorm outside, and I was like, what better way to spend the time than by making a video? And so here's that video, and we're going to be ranking all the cereals. Okay, let's just delve in. Alright, so we're going to start off, of course, with the classic Cheerios. Now, it's a good cereal, but it's not great, so I'm going to put it in B. It's alright. As for Special K, it's just like a cereal moms buy. I ate it all the time as a kid. It's going in C. Like, it's going to go in C. It's alright. So Honey Bunches of Oats, when I was younger, I thought, ew, it's just like honey and wheat, and it's gonna be all plain. It's not. I would be like, oh, I put this in a D. I ate it, and I'm gonna put it up to B. Now Cocoa Pebbles, these are gross. They suck. These are like, it's like the crappy version of Cocoa Krispies. Like, they're not good. Why not just eat Cocoa Krispies? And I would put it in C, and I know my dad just likes the Flintstone cereal, but no, it's going in A. They're not good. As for Cocoa Puffs, these are what I like to call the better version of Cocoa Pebbles. They're going in B. They're good. Raisin Bran, I don't need to say anything about it. You know it. You probably don't love it. D. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's a good cereal. It's very well known it's famous for being such a good cereal that it's going in S. It's world renowned for being probably one of the most tasty cereals out there. Apple Jacks. They're all right. I really want to like them so much. But they're overall like they're eh. I don't crave them. Get it? Crave them. I'm going to put them in C, I guess. Yeah, I'll put them in C. Alright, Trix. They suck. They're gross. Reese's Puffs. A lot of people don't agree with me because it is like candy for breakfast, as Schlatt said, but no, they're going in S. They're great. Corn Flakes, they're boring. They're alright. C. Oops All Berries, same thing as Trix. They're awful. Like, don't eat them. They're the worst of the Captain Crunch cereals for sure. Like, they're absolutely disgusting. So I'm putting it in F. Grainberry, it's it's like I've never, like, what the hell is Grainberry? It's going in C. I've never had it. I know it's gross though. Fruity Pebbles, same thing as the others. They're gross. Like they're really bad. Like, just don't eat it. There's no reason to eat it whatsoever. So I'm putting it in F. Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. Just eat Apple Jacks. Like, there's no reason for these to exist. It's kind of like a ripoff of Apple Jacks. I'm going to put it in D. You know what? I'm actually going to move it down to A because it's pretty bad. Next up. Alright. Frosted Cheerios. A lot of people hate them, but they were my favorite cereal for years. And I haven't eaten them in years. But, you know, they're so good that I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put them in B, which for some reason got swapped with A. I don't know why that happened. It's my tier list haunted. I don't know. Anyway, on to Pops. It's a good cereal. Pops is good. It was my favorite for a long time, but they do get kind of soggy fast. Cocoa Krispies. They're good. Way better than Cocoa Pebbles. Whatever the hell that is. Crunch Berries, eh. They're good. Kix, they're actually better than you think. They're good. Frosted Krispies. I never had them, so I'm putting them there. Oh, dear God. All right. I'm going to rank one of the worst cereals ever. Wheaties. These things are disgusting. Like, don't buy these. They're absolutely gross. Chocolate Special K. I mean, there's not too much chocolate, but because there is a little bit of chocolate, I'm going to rank it a little higher than Special K, normal. Chocolate Krispies, same thing as all these other cereals that don't need to exist. Captain Crunch Original, though, best cereal of all time. Like, best. Like, I think it's the best. Even though a lot of people like the Crunch Berries, they're good. But I love to stick with the original OG Captain Crunch. Honey Nut Cheerios, they're good. They're better than normal Cheerios, but they're still not an S. O's. I don't know what the heck O's are, but so I'm going to put them in C. They don't sell them where I live. All right. A lot of people really like French Toast Crunch, but the thing, it's just like Crunch Berries with Captain Crunch. It's like, it's not as good as the original. Crave, S tier. It's like, it is like a dessert, though. All right, Count Chocula, because he's coming up next, we're going to do things the right way. I'm a huge freaking nerd, so I have this Dracula mask. All right, I'm going to do the duration of the video like this. Probably not, but I want to for Count Chocula. All right, let's go. All right, Count Chocula, even though I said I wanted to honor it, it's not that good of a cereal. It's kind of meh, and this vampire they call Chocula, which is obviously a play on Dracula. It doesn't look at like Dracula as much as like if Nosferatu and Elvis had a baby. I don't know why that's what it looks like to me, but it is. I don't really know what to say about him. So therefore, I'm gonna put him in D because he's not that good. Even though, yeah, no, yeah. All right, next up, Captain Crunch Peanut Butter. Now this, it's kind of like Reese's but without the chocolate. So I'm gonna put it in B. It doesn't have the chocolate part, even though I like peanut butter a lot. It's no Reese's Puffs. It just doesn't have the same. I don't know. All right. Anyway, on to Cookie Crisp. It's a really bad cereal, and my mom really likes it. Sorry, Mom. It's going in F. It's awful. It tastes like a hardcover book. Frosted Flakes.
They're not great. They're just
disgusting.
grr.
Frosted Flakes, yeah, it's like they're not great. They're just grr. I'm putting them in F. Actually, you know what? No, they don't deserve F. I'm gonna put them in A because they're not good. All right. So the next one's probably gonna be controversial to some people. Frosted Mini Wheats. They're awful if you don't get a lot of frosting, but sometimes if you get a lot of frosting, they can be pretty good. So you know what? Because they're decent. I'm putting them in D, which doesn't sound like it's good, but it depends on the box. And it's a good cereal, but it's like I don't want to buy it. Wait, why is Grainberry up there? I'm putting this down here. Yeah. Grainberry's an F. It's awful. All right. This is one of my favorite cereals. The next one, and a lot of people are going to be like, why? Rice Krispies are just plain and boring, and they're not. They're good. Rice Krispies. Yeah. They're not like a they belong, I guess, like in an A, even though that's more like a B, even though B's above A. Like, I would put them in S tier, but to be honest, they're like B. Like, they're not Crave. Golden Grams. All right, I've never had a good experience with Golden Grams, and I want to like Golden Grams, but you know, they're not that good. So you know what? I'm actually gonna put them in. They're going in. They're going in D. Actually, you know what? They're staying in D. All right. Honeycomb. It's a huge cereal. Like the box is a pretty big cereal. The honeycomb itself is a big cereal, but you know what? I'm putting it. It's not a good cereal. It's actually pretty gross. It's like not something you would want to eat D. All right, Fruit Loops. Now, I really want to enjoy Fruit Loops, but it's like they're good for about maybe 10 seconds, and then like after 3 spoonfuls, you're like, all right, these are like too sweet. Ooh, all right, Lucky Charms. It's a good cereal. Now, do I put it in S or in B? I'm gonna put it in S. No, I can't do that. It has to go in B. Like it's no Captain Crunch. It's good. Even though everybody hates the little bran pieces, it's good. All right, Oatmeal Squares, gross. Quisp. Nobody under the age of 50 ever ate Quisp. I mean, they still sell it, but like nobody's buying it. My dad said it was good. My dad used to eat this, I think. So, and I'm not making that up. He actually said it was good. See, I don't know. I don't know what to rank it as. I never ate it. Like, does anybody even sell it anymore? I don't know. I'm A. It's going in A. It's A. Even though I heard it's kind of like Captain Crunch, it's gonna be A. All right, we're coming up on the last one. Last ones. All right, Eggo. It's not a good cereal. It's pretty bad. Oreo O's. All right. I want to go out with a bang, a splash, a splatter, an explosion, boom, boom, boom. That's not what's happening. Oreos, like they're a C. They're a solid C. They're all right. They're not good. All right. So as you can see in the S tier, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Reese's Puffs, Captain Crunch, and Crave. In the B tier, you got Cheerios, Peanut Butter Crunch, Honey Bunches of Oats, Cocoa Puffs, Frosted Cheerios, Lucky Charms, Cocoa Krispies, Crunch Berries, Kix, Cheerios, and Rice Krispies. Those are like the cereals that are they're good but not the greatest. All right, now we're gonna get down to good cereals, or ones that I don't know. Pops, good, great. Chocolatey Delight, good. Quisp, never had it, but I'm assuming it's good. I mean, I've talked to people who've had it. They said it's good. Special K, Apple Jacks, Corn Flake. Actually, wait, yeah. Eggo doesn't. Stay in your spot, Eggo. You belong down there. All the ones in C tier, those are just like the ones that are kind of all right. They're not like the best. They're all right. They're not something that I don't necessarily recommend them. All right, so now we're in D tier. This is where the cereals start to get pretty bad. So Raisin Bran, not a good cereal. Count Chocula, pretty bad. Frosted Mini Wheats, it depends on the box, but usually they're not that good. Golden Grams, actually, Frosted Mini Wheats. Am I gonna move them? I'll move them up to C, actually. Golden Grams, not that great. Honeycomb, pretty bad. Eggo, like really bad. We're gonna move down to E tier. Cocoa Pebbles, awful. Now this is where the cereals start to get awful. Apple Cinnamon Cheerios, awful. Chocolate Cheerios, awful. Frosted Flakes, as I already said, they're not great. They're just grr. Fruit Loops, you can't eat them for long because they're just too sweet. Oatmeal Squares, pretty bad. And now we're F tier. These are the absolute worst of the worst. Hell tier, Demon tier, Gross tier, Awful tier, Trix, awful. Oops, all berries. Is it an oops? This is no mistake. This is a mistake. This is not a mistake. They wanted to torture people and feed them oops, all berries. As you can see, the Fruity Pebbles, those, it's like eating, like, I don't know what you're even eating. They're just gross. Wheaties, probably one of the worst cereal, probably the worst cereal ever, actually. Nobody likes it. Cookie Crisp, yeah, four worst cereals. Fruity Pebbles, Wheaties, Cookie Crisp, and Trix. So, yeah, Cookie Crisp, it tastes like it tastes like a hardback book. Grainberry, never had it, but from what I hear, it's, like, disgusting. Like, it's literally gross. It's like the bitter Cheerios. So, as you can see, everybody, this is my cereal tier list. So, yeah. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And, yeah, have a great day. Alright, so as I'm editing this, I just realized that I called the chocolate Cheerios Chocolate Krispies or Cocoa Krispies. So, yeah, I'm stupid, alright? I get it.